readout of the meetings that have happened. Those readouts, they talk about all the linkages that we have, the kind of issues that are part of India-China dialogue and discussion. So I would refer you to please have a look at please have a look at the press releases, not just the one that was issued in Tianjin, but apart from that, we also had a press readout of External Affairs Ministers meeting with the Foreign Minister of China. We also had a detailed press readout of SR level talks. So all those will give you, all that forms part of the India-China bilateral agenda at this point in time. Suhasini, your question regarding the proposed visit. As I have said this before also, and you are aware, we have long-standing ties with the people of Afghanistan. We continue to support the aspirations and development needs of the Afghan people. We also continue to have engagements with Afghan authorities. If there is any update on this account, we will surely update you or share with you. On the Ariha Shah case, yes, this was raised when the External Affairs Minister was here. The Foreign Minister of Germany was here. As it was also raised when taken up when External Affairs Minister visited Germany. We have had progress in this matter. We will shortly give you more details on that. But to tell you that the government attaches high importance to this particular matter. We have had consular visits. The embassy has been engaged with her, provided her books. We have arranged temple visits, and we are doing several other things to ensure that her upbringing happens in a cultural environment that is conducive to her and for her full growth and development. So on some of the things where progress has been made, I will surely inform you on that account. Jessica, your question was on the Bloomberg report. We have seen that report and can confirm that the story of the letter is incorrect. I would also, at the same time, we would urge all our media friends here to exercise due responsibility in your reporting. मुकेश जी, आपके सवाल का जवाब जब आपका जवाब है वो आपके सवाल में ही है, तो मैं आपसे कहूँगा कि आप अपने आप को क्या कह रहे हैं? ये तो आप कह रहे हैं, ये आप कह रहे हैं ना। जो अभी पोस्ट आया उस पर मेरी जो टिप्पणी मुझे करना था मैंने बताया आपको। उसके बाद अगर जो आप कल्पना करना चाहे वो आपकी कल्पना जगत की बात है। ऋषभ, we have been sharing high flood data with Pakistan through our diplomatic channels as and when it is required. This sharing of data is happening through our High Commission in Islamabad. On the UNGA meetings, we will let you know as to what sort of program is being scheduled and inform you, give you an update on that at a subsequent time. Divya.
Sir, Divya from Indian Express. There was a report last week in New York Times which said that President Trump is not visiting India this year. So in that situation, is India open to having Quad Leaders Summit at another location, or is India okay to reschedule it, or go ahead with a lesser representation or alternative representation from the US? Is there any conversation about this? Thank you.
सर, ब्रह्म प्रकाश जी न्यूज़ से मेरा सवाल ये है कि अमेरिका के फॉर्मर NSA जॉन बोल्टन ने अभी एक बयान दिया है कि मोदी और ट्रंप के रिश्ते अब ख़त्म हो चुके हैं 50% टैरिफ के बाद। तो क्या लगता है, क्या भारत के रिश्ते प्रभावित हुए हैं ट्रंप की जो इस तरह की बयानबाजी हुई है? जैसे रिश्ते पहले होते थे वो अब बदल चुके हैं, ये माना जाए? क्योंकि एक और बात उन्होंने कही है कि भारत अब रूस और चीन के साथ जा चुका है। थैंक यू।
कृष्ण मोहन।
सर मेरा सवाल भी, कृष्ण मोहन शर्मा, भारत एक्सप्रेस से। मेरा सवाल भी अमेरिका से है। जेडी वेंस और हमारे पीयूष गोयल साहब दोनों ने कहा कि जितने डिप्लोमेटिक चैनल्स हैं हमारे अभी ओपन है। इस दरमियान एक जिस तरीके से ट्वीट आया है उससे क्या मतलब निकाला जाए? कोई संभावना है अभी, या ट्रेड डील जो है बिल्कुल जैसा है वैसा ही चलता रहेगा?
केशव।
Thank you, sir. Keshav Padmanabhan from The Print. I have two questions. First is on the recent visit by the German foreign minister, and in his comments in the joint press conference, he said he supports the use of sanctions to pressurize Russia, and there have been secondary sanctions on Indian oil firms. Was this strongly raised, given that in the Tianjin Declaration, which India signed on, there was a clear line saying we do not support the use of unilateral sanctions and economic coercion as statecraft. So can you give us a comment on that? And the second question is, there have been reports in Azerbaijan's media that India blocked some sort of application by Baku to the SCO. Can you confirm or deny or state what is India's position with regards to this? Thank you.
Last question. नीरज।
सर नीरज हूँ, न्यूज 18 इंडिया से। आपने कहा कि पाकिस्तान को हाई कमीशन के जरिए बाढ़ से जुड़ी जानकारियां दी जा रही है। मेरा सवाल यह है कि सिंधु जल समझौता स्थगित है, ऐसे में उच्चायोग के जरिए जानकारी देने का मकसद क्या है, कारण क्या है?
Archis, you had a question? Please.
Archis Mohan from Business Standard. So in the context of Chinese foreign minister's visit to India, we were given to understand that the Chinese side said that they look into our expectations on supply, restoring supply of critical minerals, tunnel boring machines and fertilizers. Has there been any progress, and are we satisfied with whatever progress there's been on that? Thank you.
So Divya, your question is regarding Quad. I would not like to comment on speculative media reports on this issue. As I said, we see the Quad as a valuable forum for discussion on shared interests, on number of issues by the member countries. As far as the Leaders' Summit is concerned, this is something that is scheduled through diplomatic consultations among the four partners. देखिए, जहाँ तक टैरिफ का सवाल हो या भारत अमेरिकी रिश्ते का सवाल हो, इन दोनों मुद्दे पे हम लोगों ने स्टेटमेंट जारी किया है, और मैं चाहूँगा कि आप उस स्टेटमेंट को देखें। टैरिफ के मुद्दे पर हम लोगों ने स्टेटमेंट जारी किया है, एक नहीं है, एक से ज़्यादा किया है। और जहाँ तक रिश्तों की बात है, उसके बारे में अभी मैंने खुलासा किया कि किस प्रकार से हम भारत और अमेरिका के रिश्ते को देखते हैं। कृष्ण मोहन जी, आपका सवाल भी भारत और अमेरिका को लेके है, रिश्तों से लेके है। यही मैं कहूँगा, हमने कहा अभी कि एक साझेदारी, एक कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव पार्टनरशिप है, स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप है, और इसमें जो सब्सटेंटिव एजेंडा है उसके साथ हम आगे बढ़ना चाहते हैं, इस बेसिस पे कि दोनों देशों के हितों को रखा जाए और साथ में आपसी दोनों में म्यूचुअल रिस्पेक्ट हो। Keshav, on Azerbaijan, yes, let me clarify. See, the expansion of SCO is an ongoing process. This year, both Armenia and Azerbaijan, they submitted their application for membership of the SCO. Due to time constraint, a decision on this issue could not be taken by the member states in Tianjin. But this particular issue, that is of the membership of both countries, it remains under consideration by the group. On the other question regarding sanctions, see, as and when there is, yes, of course, we do not, that is not our policy to accept unilateral sanctions. But as and when there are sanctions, we have made statements, including the latest one, when Nayara Energy was sanctioned. So I would like to request you to please look at those statements. It will clarify where we stand on these particular matter. नीरज, ये जो हम लोग बाढ़ संबंधित जो डेटा हम पाकिस्तान के साथ साझा कर रहे हैं, ये डिप्लोमेटिक चैनल्स के माध्यम से हो रहा है. तभी मैंने कहा कि ये हाई कमीशन के माध्यम से उनको दिया जा रहा है और ये मानवता के आधार पर दिया जा रहा है. We have been sharing high flood data with Pakistan through our High Commission, through our diplomatic channels. This is being done as and when required. First, you've seen the kind of water that is, rainfall that is happening in that part of India and that part of the world. And this is being done based on humanitarian consideration. With that, oh sorry, Archis, your question. Sudhi, you had a question? Bataiye.
So, Shruti Ranjan sir, if you could give us an, I mean, we have seen a lot of comments on the H-1B visa coming from the United States, some even calling it a scam that Indian companies have been running. Is there a, response or a statement that you would want to give, sir?
So first, Arjis, your question on the economic issues that you mentioned. There has been progress on some of the restrictions that were there. They have been lifted, and hopefully we'll see more progress in the future. On H-1B visa, look, Sudhi, mobility partnership between India and the United States is an important pillar of this relationship. It supports our technology collaboration, it supports our economic collaboration, it supports several other things that are happening in the space of innovation, new emerging technologies, financial collaboration. We value it, and it is something that brings mutual benefit to both sides. While it creates space for our skilled people to work in the United States, it also adds a lot of value to the competitiveness and productivity of American enterprises. It is something that is in mutual benefit. We continue to engage with the United States on mobility issues and see how best we can drive this partnership. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, yes, Ajay.
The Assembly is slated 3 weeks from now. Anybody from India will be representing India at the UN General Assembly?
Yes, each year we have Indian delegation participating in UN General Assembly. This year again we'll have an Indian delegation going there. As to who will be leading it, we'll let you know in due time on our participation. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your participation.